Hi, this is section 7.5, Systems of Inequalities. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be graphing two different inequalities, and we're going to see which one, what was actually the answer. We'll shade in the correct answer. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. First thing I'm going to do is replace that with the equal sign, and I put that right here. This is a parabola, if you recognize. This is the equation of a parabola. My vertex is HK. My h is 0, and my k is negative 25. So that's my vertex. Let me go ahead and plot that. And now when I go ahead and find my x-intercepts, and the way I find my x-intercepts is I set y equals 0. So I did down here. And I got the two x-intercepts to be 5 and negative 5. Okay, so let me go ahead and plot those. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and connect these together. Since I have a greater than or equal sign, I'm going to use a solid line. If it was just greater than, I would use a dashed line. I'll probably go up a little more there. Okay, there's my parabola. Okay, now what I want to do is see which half of the plane satisfies the greater than or equal to. Is it the inside or is it the outside? And the way I do that is I pick a test point not on the graph. The easiest point is to pick 0, 0. So I pick 0, 0, plug it in here, and if it's true, I'm going to shade on the inside. If it's false, I'm going to shade on the outside. Okay, so right here I plug in 0, 0 into this inequality, and it's true, so that means I want to shade in this in part, the inner part, where 0, 0 is located. Okay, so that's the first part. Now we're going to go to the other inequality. So I'm going to move my paper down. Okay, the other inequality I wrote down as the equal sign, so this is a line. So I found the x and the y intercepts. I'm going to go ahead and plot those 2 points. So the x-intercept was negative 5, and the y-intercept is 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and connect those together. Let me get a straight edge. I'm just going to pause this for a second. Okay, so my x-intercept was negative 5, my y-intercept was 5, and I went ahead and used a straight edge and graphed that together. Again, it's a greater than equal sign, so that means I use a solid line. If it was just greater than, I would use a dashed line. Okay, so now I want to figure out which of the half of the plane, is it this half or this half, satisfies the greater than or equal to. So again, I want to pick a test point either over here or over here. I pick 0, 0 because that's the easiest. If that's true, I'm going to shade in this part. If it's false, I'll shade in the other part. Okay, so let's look at the test point 0, 0. So I plug in the test point 0, 0 into the inequality, and it is true. 0 is bigger than negative 5. So this is where 0, 0 is. That means I want to shade in this part. So what you're looking for in answer is where you have both shaded in. So if you can see, they're both shaded in from here. This whole inside right here is the solution. And that's what they want for the final answer for that one.